my name is Starlight. Welcome to my YouTube channel, and I'm reaching out to all of you beautiful souls out there. I hope you're able to get out in nature, and that is what Starlight is going to do after this video. But anyway, I really hope all of you are doing great, and I hope you're able to get out, and happy Halloween! I really like this holiday. It's kind of funny. Halloween is I do love to dress up, so I'm gonna have to miss out on this year, but maybe next year Starlight can dress up for Halloween. And maybe this year I could dress up as a homeless person. Ha! Just joking. Starlight's got a twisted sense of humor. But anyway, I don't know if you like this kind of holiday, if you like dressing up. But it is fun just to have, get out there and dress up in some character out there. So I do like this, this time of year. With Halloween. So anyway, besides Halloween, I hope not only you're getting out in nature, I hope that you are being kind to yourself and others, especially those that are out there loving and supporting you and being real. Those people out there that are not playing with your heartstrings or deceiving you or lying to you. So be really kind to those people out there that have your back, not with a knife. So anyway, I do love all of you, and I decided a different topic. And do you have a hard time saying no to people? So that is what this video is about, is do you have a hard time saying no? And I'll tell you what, I would have to say for a few months now is Starlight has been asked a lot of questions, and I find myself repeating over and over again, no. So that's why I wanted to make this video, is it is not always easy to tell people no. It could be your mom. She might ask a favor, and a lot of people in society feels and believes that, hey, that's my mom. I have to help my mom and dad out. But not really. So we've been conditioned to believe and think that just because they're your mom and dad, that we have to be there to help them through, their time as you might get older, of course. So that is not true. What kind of mom and dad do you have? Are they a great mom and dad? Have they really, helped you out in life in a good way? Or did they trip you up and where you were learning a lot of things from your mom and dad of the things not to do? So what kind of parents do you have? Do you have the ones that are loving and supporting and not trying to tell you and control your life? So that is a question mark there. What kind of mom and dad do you have? Maybe your mom is great, maybe your dad's not so great. So it all depends on your life experience with them, like from before you were even born all the way up until now. And that's where you're going to have to decide, do you really have to go and take them to the doctors, or, clean their house, or give them a ride? That is all up to you. Sometimes, and that's what happens is when, they could have been really bad parents, and then they like, hey, I brought you up in this world, and now you got to take care of me. No, I really don't, really. You do have to figure it out on your own, whether do they, are they really there loving and supporting you, and or is it all one-sided? So you really have to think of that, and the things that come out of their mouth. Or what about your brothers and sisters? Do you have to be there for your brothers and sisters because they're your family? No, not really. But we've been conditioned and programmed to think that, hey, you're my family, and we're supposed to be here for each other no matter what, and that is not always true. So it really depends on your background with your brothers and sisters. What kind of brother or sisters were they, and what kind of brothers and sisters are they today? Are they there loving and supporting you? Do they take time out of their life to call you up? Do they invite you over your house? No? Really? No? They don't invite you over your house? But maybe they don't invite you over, but, there's a lot of people out in the world that they want you to come to them. They want you to help them out. They want you to give them money. They want you to go give them a ride. But what are they doing to help you out? So that's where you have to figure this out on your own. I can't tell you what to do, but like I just made a video is I love you, but I have to let you go. And, I made that video is because I have been learning some horrible lessons that I needed to learn. And really a lot of it, that video, I don't want to get into too much of a too deep with that video right now, because this is something different. Is my whole life I've practically worshipped men that I was in love with, and I realized that, what, it's not all about them, so, and that's the same with this here video. Is it's not all about them people. It's not all about your mom and your dad and your brothers or sisters, or it's about you. Are you so busy going around helping everybody else out, and maybe you're the last that you take care of, the last person that you spend any time with, or, and that's where you gotta realize, if you're helping everybody else out and you're not really fully loving you by taking time out to spend some time with yourself and take care of your needs, and if you have time, make sure you have balance in your life. But if you have time after, and your family members are out there helping you out and supporting you and loving you and not criticizing you, not using you, not taking your money, not just, hey, can you help me out? I need a ride. Or, hey, I'm running out of food. Can you help me out and give me some money? Hey, I'm running out of cigarettes. Can you help me out? I'm dying, I'm running out of cigarettes, where the cigarettes are not really good for you anyway, so that is how I had a hard time long time ago. Is somebody always was running out of cigarettes. Well, I really don't want to give you money for cigarettes or alcohol, because it's not good for you, especially the cigarettes, so you have to be really the judge of what you're going to allow or not allow, and you don't want people running over top of you. Do you have a hard time saying no? Starlight has for the longest time, and I just recently, in the last week, I have had somebody asking me so many horrible questions, asking me so many different things, and I found myself saying no. And even though I said no, they repeated the same questions or even added more to it. And like, well, hey, what if I gave you this much money? And it's like, no, so I realized that I'm sorry, but like I made that last video is I love you, but I have to let you go. There's sometimes, and this is how the matrix works, is that there will be people that will be bothering you and asking you repeated questions over again, testing you out to see what kind of person you are. And where I have to give myself a pat on the back, because I have been very tested lately on so many different things. And, where I have, and that's it. I've been tested, and then, people have been tempting me to get me to do things that I do not want to do at all. or I might have thought about doing it, but then I realized, no, I really don't want to go backwards. I made the decision and I'm staying to it. I am strong. I can get through this. I don't need, like alcohol and drugs and cigarettes or whatever, or to go out, like for a one night stand. Absolutely not. So you need to be strong. And if somebody's bothering you and they don't say, you say a no to them and they just keep on asking you repeatedly, you, like Starlight, might have to let them people go. They're not respecting you, they're not honoring you as a human being, and that's really, now it's in your face, because just because they don't respect you or love you, or that they're being dishonest with you, or they're playing with your heartstring or making promises that they never intended to keep, is that if you're allowing them to do this to you, it is not them. It's you. You have to be strong enough to say, you know what? I love you, but I got to let you go. I can't be around you. You have to speak up. You have to use your voice, and they're not going to like it. But there's times that God will test us out, or, we are tested by people, or even that they will tempt us to try to get us to do things going against what we believe in. So you got to be strong. And it doesn't matter if it's your mom or dad or what, sometimes, they can trip you up. Your brothers can trip you up. Your sisters can trip you up. Your best friend that you think is your best friend, he or she might have done stuff to help you out here and there, but really, how are they? You got to look at them as the whole picture. Don't look at like, well, they helped me out before, like I've known this person a long time. You got to look at the whole entire picture. Like, how have they been the whole entire time? How are they now? Are they just trying to test you out and tempt you and get you to do things that you don't want to do? Or are they using you? Are they trying to take your money all the time? And, even though they know you're hurting for money, they don't care. They still want your money. What kind of friend do you have? What kind of people do you have in your life? And it's so important, because if you're letting them do this to you, it's you. You have to be brave enough and face those people and tell them what you think and tell them what you feel, and let them know that, you know what, I love you, but I got to let you go. I can't hang around with you. I don't want to even be in your presence. You might know people that are alcoholics. They wake up with alcohol. They drink it nonstop all the time. So is that the kind of company you want to be around? And in the beginning with somebody that's an alcoholic, their first 2 or 3 drinks, they might sound okay. And as you spend enough time with them, they are going to say some funky stuff, not just to you, but they will have the tendency to call up people that, they're upset with, or they might write to people that they're upset with, and because they're intoxicated, they're going to hurt you. They're going to hurt the people that are there for them. So do you really want to spend time with those people that have an addiction like alcohol, which is like a disease, and they need help. They need to, see that they need help. And you might be thinking that, oh, maybe I can help them out. And you might try, but really, if they love doing what they do, and it's affecting you, they could call you names. They could try to judge you and criticize you when they're drinking. And do you really want to be around that person? So it's up to you. You can't blame them because you let them do this to you. You really have to look at yourself and say, you know what? I'm allowing this to happen. I can put a stop to this. I am the one. I have a voice. And you have to speak up and let these people know that, hey, you know what? I love you, but I do. I got to let you go. And you could pray for those people that might have a alcohol addiction, or like a drug addiction, or maybe their thing is money. They just want your money all the time, and no matter how much you gave them, it's never going to be enough. So you really have to think twice of the kind of people that you surround yourself, and that goes for your mom and dad, family members, brothers, sisters, cousins, aunts, uncles, grandpa, grandma, boyfriend, girlfriend, friend, husband, wife, or, you might have thought you were in love with somebody, you may never met them, but, what are they doing in your life? How do you feel about them? Because if they just want you for your money, and they're not there loving you and making you feel like you're being loved, then you could be being used. So you really got to protect your energy around those kind of people, because what I've been learning is if you don't speak up and let them go, they're going to continue to do what they're doing to you now. They're going to continue to test you out, try to get you to have a drink, try to get you to smoke pot, try to get you to, have sex. They're going to just, and then it just, if they got like some kind of a alcohol addiction or something like that, it's not going to get better. They're going to misuse you, criticize you, call you names, and, you might be in a desperate situation where you need some help, but really, you're better off even on your own, even if you do need help. It is not worth your time and energy to surround yourself with people that are draining your energy, or they might be making you think about the past. They might be asking you questions about the past. They, like I said, they could call you names, they could criticize you. Those are not the kind of people that you want in your life. And you got to be strong and use your voice. You can't go around and saying, hey, this is what they're doing. You, and me, we are the ones that have to use our voice and to put a stop to it. Don't let them use you or abuse you verbally, psychologically, playing head games with you or playing with your heart space. Those people you gotta let go. And some of them are so clever that they know what they do to you, and they will twist things around and make it look like you're the problem, you're the nutcase, where you really got to watch out for those people. Those people you definitely got to let go. You can't trust them. They're going to make up stuff. They're going to make, you question your own insanity. So you really got to be smart, and you got to be wise of the kind of energy the kind of people that you have in your life, because it is going to trip you up. It is going to mess you up in your mind. They're going to plant thoughts. They might tempt you and get you to think about certain things, and really test you out and see if you're going to go for it. And if they just continue to keep on trying to tempt you with different things and different ways and all that, they are not going to stop. The only way that is going to stop is by you put an end to it. I can't make you do this, but this is something that you have to do on your own. Like what I've done in the past, it is so funny, somebody taught me this a long time ago, is like right now I can pretend I'm looking at a mirror, because I'm looking at myself, and I can think about that person and just practice in the mirror and imagine that person in front of you. And or you could just walk away and never say a thing. You don't even have to, just ignore your phone. It's whatever you want, but it is wise to really let them know and use your voice. Don't be afraid to use your voice and say, hey, I love you as a person, as a human being. I am going to pray for you. I see that there's flaws in your life, or you got an addiction, and I can't let you affect me. I cannot be around with you anymore. I'm not comfortable around you. I am scared when I'm around you. I don't feel safe when I'm around you. I don't feel better about myself when I'm around you, or whatever the case is, so you really have to be wise enough to see how they make you feel. What are they doing? What are they saying? How, are they using you? Are they, tempting you to do evil? Are they tempting you to go back to what you used to do? Those are the ones that you're going to want to let go. And yeah, it could be your mom. Your mom could be an alcoholic. Your dad could be an alcoholic, and say, hey, let's go to the bar. Let's go look at women. Yeah, dads do that. I know that. I'm not all dads do that, but there are dads out there that do that. Moms are no different. There are moms out there that, hey, let's go out, and, they're out there, so, is that you really have to be wise, no matter who they are, whether, like I said, family members, or a friend, or a boyfriend, or a girlfriend, or husband, or wife, or a stranger, somebody you just met and it just went off on the wrong foot. You got to be strong enough and say, I am going to put a stop to this. I am not going to let you talk to me like this. I am not going to have you keep on asking me that same question again. I am not going to do those things. I don't plan on ever doing those things. And you're going to have to let them go and speak up and use your voice, because they really do need to hear this. And it is, we are being tempted a lot, or tested in life, whether we're going to do something against what we want to do. And I know I repeated myself a lot, but it's so important to use your voice. I did such a great long meditation this morning on my chakras, and I feel very powerful today. I feel good because I am using my voice. I am learning my lessons in life. I love men. I think they're beautiful, but I am not going to worship them any longer. I'm not going to give everything. I know it's a lesson that I needed to learn. I told a man not even a year ago, I would give you all my money in my bank account. Really. Starlight, what, and that is where love can blind you. Don't give all your money, from your bank account to somebody. They're just using you for that money. So realize that they don't really love you like you might have thought or hoped, so love yourself, be kind to yourself. Forgive those people out there that are out there, and, you're always going to find them, but practice in the mirror and say, no, you know what, I'm putting an end to this today. I am not going to have you make me feel this way, judge who I am, and, make me question my own insanity. I know I am right on this, and I'm not going to have somebody play head games and play with my heart space. So you really do. You can love them, but let them go, and say no. Say, I've had enough of this kind of, because it's teaching me a lesson, if Starlight desires another man, is no, you know what, I am not going to go and do all those things again. I'm learning my lesson. So, and that's what we're here to do, is to learn our lessons in life, and not let people run over top of us and play head games with us. So they're out there, men and women. So, and I love you all so much. I hope you really get a lot of help from this video, and, you can give it a thumbs up. You can follow me on Instagram at 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook at Kathy with a K Dingman Starlight. And really, practice in the mirror. They really need to be told. Don't do the texting thing. I mean, the best way to handle this is face to face. But if they're drinking and all that, you might not want to put yourself in that situation, because whether they're a guy or a girl, they could flip out on you. You don't know how they feel, because like they say with a bar, wine and spirits, because that's what happens when they drink too much. And that's why, they say a lot of what they say is because they are drunk. And they got a spirit in them, and they're tempting you, and they could tempt you or test you. So be that voice out in the world. Speak up against people like that, and speak up about your rights. Use your voice. Don't be afraid to use it. And that's what I'm learning today. So anyway, I do love all of you. I really hope you get a lot of help from this video, and start practicing. Look in the mirror and no, no, I'm not going to do that. I don't want to. Don't do something that you don't want to do. And anyway, I do love all of you. This is Starlight, love and light.